Show why it matters. This is the Banana Zone. I posted this on Twitter. Global M2, 10-week lead over Bitcoin. Do you need anything better than that? Oh, wait, I can give you something better than that. I can give you the GMI total liquidity, which is both private sector and state sector liquidity versus Bitcoin. It says the Banana Zone is here. That's the only thing I can think of, is that everything I look at says the Banana Zone is here. Bitcoin seasonality, election years, October, up only.
After weeks of bloodbath in the crypto market, we're finally seeing signs of recovery, and experts are taking notice. Let's dive into the latest developments that are fueling this turnaround. First up, the big news from the Federal Reserve. In a surprising move, the Fed cut interest rates by a whopping 50 basis points, bringing the target range to 4.75% to 5%. This is the first rate cut in over 4 years, and signals a major shift in monetary policy. The Fed's decision reflects growing confidence that inflation is moving towards its 2% target. This rate cut is a game changer for the crypto market. Lower interest rates typically lead to increased investment in riskier assets like cryptocurrencies. As traditional investments yield less, investors often turn to crypto for potentially higher returns. Now let's talk about Bitcoin's performance. Despite the recent market downturn, Bitcoin has shown remarkable resilience. It's up 22% from its September low, defying the usual negative sentiment associated with this month. The crypto community is now watching closely to see if Bitcoin can break through the crucial $65,200 threshold. Adding to the positive sentiment, we have Michael Saylor, the Bitcoin bull and MicroStrategy executive chairman, making waves with his bold predictions. Saylor recently reiterated his forecast that Bitcoin could hit a staggering $13 million by 2045. While that might sound outrageous, Saylor's track record and MicroStrategy's massive Bitcoin holdings make his opinions worth considering. It's important to note that the crypto market's recovery isn't happening in isolation. Global markets are also showing signs of improvement, with the S&P 500 hovering near all-time highs. However, Bitcoin is still working to align itself with these broader market trends. Adding to the optimistic outlook, Raoul, a renowned macro investor and crypto enthusiast, has recently shared his bullish perspective. Powell believes that we've entered what he calls the banana zone for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. This term refers to a period of explosive growth potential in the crypto market. Powell's enthusiasm stems from his analysis of global liquidity trends. He argues that we're on the cusp of a significant increase in global liquidity, which historically has been a powerful catalyst for crypto asset appreciation. This expected surge in liquidity could potentially drive substantial capital into the crypto space, fueling further price increases and market expansion. So let's listen to what he said in the recent video on his channel.
This is the Banana Zone. I posted this on Twitter. Global M2, 10-week lead over Bitcoin. Do you need anything better than that? Oh, wait, I can give you something better than that. I can give you the GMI total liquidity, which is both private sector and state sector liquidity versus Bitcoin. It says the Banana Zone is here. That's the only thing I can think of, is that everything I look at says the Banana Zone is here. Bitcoin seasonality, election years, October, up only. Right, and these are big moves. Same in the Russell 2000. You know, I'm not going to go through all of Julian's charts because that's unfair, and we're going to do it to the Real Vision RVIP group tomorrow. We've got an AMA there where we're going to really dig in to some of our stuff. Here's Bitcoin last year versus this year. I mean, really? And this is La La Land, ETH last year versus this year. So, oh, and by the way, that's the straightforward Bitcoin pattern. I mean, everything I look at, every single thing shouts the Banana Zone. Now, I'm wearing my Banana Zone t-shirt because I think it's coming. I think it's coming in days or maybe a week. And before I said, well, maybe it's next month, maybe it's the month after, maybe it's this week, I don't know. I'm like, no. Julian and I in Global Macro Investor, which is the flagship research service. And if you haven't checked it out, go to globalmacroinvestor.com, have a look, see what we do from there. That's where we do the deep work. I think we do more macro crypto work than anybody else in the world. And I think our macro work is the best in the world as well. And we've done thousands of hours on this. And I know it sounds hubristic, but I honestly give this banana zone an 80-something% chance of happening almost immediately. Give it 2 weeks, within 2 weeks. And I know that sticking my neck out and wearing my banana zone t-shirt, I'm trying not to jinx the thing. But, as I've talked about, all of our hopes and dreams are in this. Mine too. Real Vision as a business. Almost everybody I speak to, I've been on the phone with a few, billionaire GMI subscribers, friends of mine. Everybody wants this to happen. Everyone needs this to happen because people are invested. Now, technology, there's a bunch of other ways of skinning this cat, but really people have been like this with high interest rates, a slow business cycle where ISM has been bumping along. And I know people like a lot of, people on Twitter are like, oh, well, my God, the markets are all-time high. What is everybody complaining about? Speak to real fucking people when their mortgages are like that, their interest payments are like that, their credit card bills are like that. Speak to corporations who are trying to borrow money that aren't kind of, AAA rated tech companies that have no debt. All of this stuff. It has been very, very difficult for a while. Rates have been the highest they have for a very long time. The rate of change of interest rates was enormous. Inflation is now wildly below interest rates. So real rates are ridiculously restrictive. And people feel it. People are not happy. People don't have personal expenditure abilities to do what they want. But it's coming. It's coming. The business cycle's changing. So all of you who run businesses, all of you who see the sluggishness of the cycle and wonder why the equity market's going to all-time highs and your business isn't yet, it's all going to come. Things are going to improve dramatically. The equity market's driven by liquidity. Your earnings, yours and mine, are driven by the business cycle. And that is just about to pick up. So cheers. Here's to a much, much better 18 months ahead, both for your portfolio, for your personal lives, and everything else. That's really the banana zone. The banana zone is here and now. The other thing I put out on X was about Sui. Sui is a crypto token that I'm on the foundation board of. So yes, I'm shilling it, but I'm actually not. I don't talk about stuff that I don't think is going to go up. I've been talking about this for a while. I've been warning people that I think Sui is going to be one of the chosen ones of the cycle. And it's starting to happen. I mean, it's broken out versus, again, we're actually going to put this out as some more analysis. I've written about it in Global Macro Investor. It'll probably be a trade idea of some form with a percentage weighting and a whole bunch of other stuff in Real Vision Pro Macro very, very soon. But basically, and Pro Macro is the kind of elite research service part of Real Vision. It's a fantastic service. It's going to give you all the information you need, and you'll get stuff like the macro investing tool and stuff like that. So do check that out if you haven't. I'm sure that the portfolio there is one of the best performing portfolios you'll have seen over time. The model portfolio for that, we've done pretty well with the trade recommendations on the Global Macro Investor side. So I'm pretty pleased with that. But Sui, it's outperforming pretty much everything now. And most importantly, it's outperforming Solana, which is my big bet. And Solana is, my chosen one. I have 90% of my net worth in Solana. But Sui, I've obviously been granted some tokens as being part of the foundation. They're locked up, etc. But I'm not going to sell. In fact, no, some of them are unlocked. I'm not going to sell. In fact, I've been buying personally because I think it's a chosen one. I think it's going to do really fucking well. Yes, there's a low free float, which everyone goes, oh my God, they're going to be dumping on you. But a lot of the unlock happened a few months ago. Really, it's now pretty phased and pretty low key. But in a bull market, in a really, really interesting protocol that has attention, a low free float means a smaller amount of money drives a larger price rise. The reverse can happen in the bear market too. So just beware, but we're in bull market times.
So that was all about Raoul Pal's prediction on the global crypto market. He is very bullish and believes everything will pump sooner or later. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.